So now finally we can power on our iMac. So just make sure your mouse is turned on like I showed you, and also turn on your keyboard. So now that we have those turned on, just turn on your Mac by pressing the power button, which is on your left hand side. So in this particular setup, if you're brand new to Mac, you do need an Apple ID in order to activate your Mac. It's very important so it's all registered towards you. So right now we did exactly that. We turned on our mouse. So just make sure to click on it a little bit. Same thing with your keyboard. And now it should detect it right away. So we just have to move our mouse and then click right here in the middle. And then it's going to give us choices of languages. So it really depends where you guys are from in order to choose whatever language you guys like. So we have English and so on. So let's just choose English and then let's go next. It's also going to start talking to you guys because Macs, for the setup, they can talk to you. Next up, we will see this screen where it's going to ask us where you guys want to set this up from. So you guys can choose the US or whatever country you guys are from, then go into continue. From here, choose whatever keyboard you guys want. So you guys can choose US, Canadian, or whatever keyboard you guys would like. So again, we're just gonna choose US, then go continue. Then your Wi-Fi network, it's very, very important. So in this case, it's tech and design, just like this YouTube video. So obviously you guys will not see the same Wi-Fi networks that I see right here, but your own, okay? And yes, you guys can use your Ethernet cable in order to hook it up. You do not need to do this from Wi-Fi, but most of you will. Once you do that, it's gonna start connecting up. If your password's correct, everything will be in order and it's gonna all keep going in sync. This is the next screen that you should see. Just go on to continue. And then from here, you guys cannot transfer anything if this is your first iMac. If you guys are transferring stuff to it, this is from where you would do it. So you guys could do it from a Mac, Time Machine Mac backup or so on. You guys can transfer stuff from a Windows PC. I don't actually recommend that option from a Windows PC just because it doesn't work 100%. But Time Machine works excellent. That's what we're going to be doing today. Don't transfer. If I don't choose no transfer, I'll just go next so you guys can see that if this brand new iMac, you guys will have to sign in right away with your Apple ID, or you guys can create one, which is your option right here. So you guys could create one right now. You do not need a credit card in order to activate your Apple ID. Okay, if you guys want to put your credit card info, go ahead. You don't have to. So at this point, do that, or just put in your email, then go next. If you guys are transferring anything to your iMac from your old iMac or any Mac that you guys had from before, I'm just gonna go back. You would choose this option. So transfer. And just turn on your external hard drive. That's what you guys are transferring from. So we're gonna transfer stuff from our old iMac into this iMac using an external hard drive that we have that we already turned on. We plugged it into a USB on the back of the iMac. Now we're gonna just choose this, go and continue. It's gonna look for that backup, so make sure it's connected, it's turned on, and use an external hard drive because that's the best way in order to transfer stuff from one Mac to another. So right here, I can see my Time Machine. Now it should look for other sources, but it's not gonna find anything else because I just have one Time Machine. So I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna go and continue down here below. And then it's gonna look for the latest backup that I made, which wasn't too long ago. So I'm gonna select this option right here. Then I'm just gonna press on continue right there. Then this will tell you this. So make sure, again, to be connected to Wi-Fi. So we're just gonna update it, just hit an update. Not everybody's gonna get that same option. So you might not get an update with your Mac. So depending when you guys bought your Mac, there might be an update, there might not. So just let it update. This updates, well, I can't really tell you how long it's gonna take because it's really up to your internet speed. For some of you, this could take 10 seconds, others 5 minutes, and others maybe an hour because it does depend on your internet speed because that's where it's downloading everything from. So after a while, you will see this Apple logo and loading bar. Okay, so if you did that cycle already, let's just go into Time Machine once again, just make sure that's selected, then go continue. And again, we're gonna have to select the latest backup that we have, which is that one right there. Just go and continue. After a little loading, you will see something like this. So it's gonna load up everything that it sees within your Time Machine backup. From there, as long as everything's checked, has a check mark, everything that you want to import really has a check mark, you can go to continue. So if we just click on continue, we're going to see this. So don't worry if you didn't have a password before, just set one up for now and then we can just take it out later if you guys didn't have a password. So we're just gonna set one up right now. I'm gonna click on set password. Once again, that was just a temporary password. We're gonna take it out because we usually take that out. If you guys had a password, you can leave that in. Let's just go into continue for now. And then we just have to agree, which is down here below. Then up here, you guys will see agree again. Just click right there. And we're gonna get to this screen. So right here comes the heavy lifting. This might take forever for some of you. This might be really fast for others. It really depends how much information you're transferring from your external hard drive into your computer. This is a time machine backup, so it's transferring quite a bit of stuff. Anyways, we're just gonna have to wait for this. It could be a couple hours, a couple minutes, depending again how much info you're transferring. Once it's done, it's gonna give you a brief message saying that the migration has completed. Then you guys are gonna see an Apple logo, a loading bar, and then it's gonna take you here. So again, it's gonna say migration complete. All you guys have to do is click on quit, which is right in the middle. And there you go. So you're pretty much done. Right now you just have to put in your password to get in. And then your Mac will load up just like before. So this is a little bit different than starting from you, although it's gonna ask you again for your Apple ID. So in this case, it will ask you for your Apple ID. If you're using another Apple ID, this is the time to change that up. However, I highly suggest setting up that right now. If you don't want to, just click on set up later. So right now, things migrated. I'm gonna have to set up passwords and things like that. Anyways, I want to show you something really quick. Under System Preferences, you guys can find that in Spotlight Search. I just want to show you that since you guys have a mouse, you guys should set it up. So that's mouse, and then just make sure secondary click is on. So that means the right click. Okay, so Macs do have right click, so I highly suggest doing that. And if you guys have any other stuff such as a trackpad, right now would be the time to set that up as well here on your Mac. All right. Anyways, that would be it for this video tutorial. If you guys have any comments, questions, you guys can write them down here in the comments area. Don't forget to subscribe and rate. Thank you.